time on screen says 6 laps. The lights go green, away they go, and a good start being made by, from the outside of the front row, Christopher Lear then, as the field accelerates its way down towards Clairvaux Corner. Who's going to come out in front is the next question. It's going to be Christopher Lear, I reckon, from the outside of the front row as they work their way through that right-hander. So now turning their way up towards Hawthorne, the race-leading car, one of the Peter Gwyn Motorsport entries. Christopher Lear, one of the Norwegian contingent here this weekend, leads the pack, but he gets a little bit sideways ahead of Morgan Bailey there as they bounce their way onto the loose. Rob Maynard, it is, in 3rd position. And then for 4th spot, looks like being Martin Shear. So what's happened to, no, it's Don McLeod in fact in 4th. Martin Shear again has got problems, even though he was a race winner earlier on in the day. He's struggling once again now as Lear leads the way. Morgan Bailey 2nd, Rob Maynard is 3rd. Don McLeod comes through in 4th place. And then Martin Shear in 5th spot, and a distant 5th as well. So he had dramas before Q3, he's got dramas again seemingly in the semi-final as the leaders go by. So 1 lap of sum in the book as the top 2 run together up towards Hawthorne. In 3rd place it is Rob Maynard, but he's fallen back a little bit. Rob was a winner at the start of the day, remember, but he's not been able to maintain that pace throughout the day. Christopher Lear has got stronger and stronger. He's not been a race winner, but he so nearly was in Q3 until he made a mistake right at the very end and slithered out wide, left the door open. So as the cars work their way across the loose, closing a little bit, Morgan Bailey under braking before Watergrasser catching up onto the tail of a madly understeering Christopher Lear. Rob Maynard is catching up ever so slightly as well in 3rd spot, and then 4th is Don McLeod. So he comes through ahead of a very distant, very frustrated Martin Shear now. Through they turn as the leaders almost together go down towards Clairvaux. It's still Christopher Lear ahead of the white car of Morgan Bailey. So the Swifts have given some good racing all day. You've got Christopher Lear, the 23-year-old, now a quick Norwegian driver he is, because he's one of the leading lights in the Norwegian Super 1600 Championship. They're a bit quicker than these cars, but he's adapted well to the Swift. He was 3rd in that championship last year. He's quite flamboyant as well, coming out of the chicane. So as he accelerates now onto the loose once again, it is Christopher Lear that leads the way, but a rapidly closing Morgan Bailey is going to come out and have a challenge, this time on the outside line. He can't quite level, he's going to have to slot back in behind unless the door is left open, and then Maynard can challenge. If anything, Bailey gets into the back of Lear, there's a tap in the tail. He's almost level with him as they work their way through the shuttle, now back towards the tarmac, and as they come up towards the timing line, that is the end of lap number 3 of hopefully 6, and as they head into Clairvaux, Christopher Lear leads the way. He is just ahead of Morgan Bailey, but in turn Rob Maynard is very much in that mix now, because the 2 ahead were squabbling at the hairpin. He's been able to claw back the lost time. It's very hard in a one-make category, whether it's rallycross or circuit racing, to get yourself back into the mix if you have lost time, but if they start squabbling ahead or make mistakes and cost themselves the opportunity, you can redress the balance a little bit, and that's what Rob Maynard has been able to do. So he is closer to Morgan Bailey, but not close enough to challenge. In a straight line he loses out a little bit, and that means that Christopher Lear still leads the way. 4 laps will be done this time, maybe more. Out of the hairpin comes 196, Christopher Lear leads the way. Morgan Bailey in 2nd spot. Rob Maynard is 3rd then as they work their way up towards the timing line. Through they go, and the race does indeed continue for the requisite number of laps. So down towards Clairvaux go the race leaders. Christopher Lear it is up front, Morgan Bailey in 2nd spot, 3rd, Rob Maynard not quite being able to stay in touch there. Don McLeod runs 4th, and Martin Shear is going to end up a lap down, I fear, in a moment, because he's getting slower and slower and slower as the leaders almost side by side come through Hawthorne. Again, Morgan Bailey had a look, went to the outside, couldn't quite do it. So for the time being, Christopher Lear it is who stays ahead as they work their way now along the loose section once again. Nose to tail they run in 3rd spot still. It is Rob Maynard, hoping that the 2 ahead will trip over themselves and give him a lifeline. It's not quite there yet for him. Out to the hairpin they come from that tarmac strip, back onto the loose. Speed building as they turn from the right of the hairpin through that left, and then there's the shuttle back onto the tarmac. Martin Shear up the road, so a man that looked really good at the start of the day, now looking as though he may well be overhauled here as the cars once more turn through Clairvaux. They work their way up towards Hawthorne, this being the final lap, and as they do so, Martin Shear will see his fellow countryman in his mirrors. Let's hope he doesn't get in the way and affect things here. I mean, if he would, but Christopher Lear has the advantage as he's a little bit slower coming out of the chicane. Martin Shear does pull to one side, and so it means now that Christopher Lear, number 196, leads, but Morgan Bailey running out of options. It's really now or never down towards the hairpin. He brakes as late as he possibly can. Christopher Lear has taken the inside line again. There's a tap in the tail to help him along, but 196 Christopher Lear is going to hang on to score victory in this semi-final. Second is 26 Morgan Bailey. Third is going to be 76 Rob Maynard, and fourth